Are you aware that money reacts like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who know how to call it with the right vibration? When you master commanding it, it doesn't just come, but grows in surprising ways. There are hidden energies that determine how much money enters your life and how much moves away. And even laboring diligently, you may feel something blocking this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a revolutionary teacher of spiritual science, revealed something revolutionary. Money doesn't respond to need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught ordinary women to command their money, and many multiplied their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is the decree of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of aware energy that functions through specific laws. Money answers to the vibration of authority far more than to that of need. When you come to money as one who begs, you drive off it. When you approach it as one who commands, you pull it. Money works like a well-trained soldier. If the commander falters, the soldier doesn't act, but when the order is precise and resolute, money moves. In New York, Florence taught her students to command more. Each morning, positioned in front of the mirror, they would stand tall, breathe deeply, and proclaim, "Divine money, I command you to expand in my life now. You come to me from all possible directions because I am a perfect channel of infinite abundance." The key was in the power within the command, which needed to resonate as an irrevocable decree. Another crucial element is restoring the relationship with money. Florence said that money is feeling-based remembrance, and that our energy toward it makes impressions that decide whether it draws close or withdraws. If for years you've communicated with money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've driven away an expected guest. Most people have been invoking money with the voice of poverty and guilt. Before directing your money, Florence taught harmonizing with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, forgive me for having seen you as my enemy. Today I recognize that you are divine energy desiring to flow itself through me. I honor you, respect you, and embrace you into my life." This exercise was deep energetic reprogramming that totally shifted a person's vibration. Advancing in this direction, Florence developed the divine transformation of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like hidden foundations that dictate how much your prosperity can grow. You can labor intensely, but if the roots are diseased, the tree will never yield abundant fruit. No one is born with poverty consciousness. We receive them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" lodge themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process commenced with silence, where Florence asked them to examine, "What belief about money have I inherited and still carry?" Once identified, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I return it. My mind becomes clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance." Then they would implant new beliefs such as, "I am an inheritor of infinite abundance," or "money comes to me effortlessly." Beyond this, Florence taught the contrast between desiring and demanding. Desire springs from lack. It's seeing what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand emerges from the knowledge that something already belongs to divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," generating more experiences of not having. To demand is to proclaim, "It's mine and I receive it now," activating invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to originate instead of competing. Florence repeated, "Never battle for money, create it." Competing implies scarcity. Creating implies infinite abundance, knowing that you can generate new opportunities. When you compete, you concentrate on what others have. When you create, you link to the infinite source with unique original ideas. Each person has a specific gift for creating wealth that, when expressed, not only generates income, but enriches others. Likewise, Florence taught the decree of complete dominion. It was an act of complete power over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as heir, the creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality changes now. I command that all invisible forces work to multiply my money perpetually. The difference lies in recognizing that the power to transform is already within you, and upon voicing, the universe shifts to obey. Additionally, Florence taught the divine design of your abundance. The universe needs specific guidance. It was about detailing how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students devoted a daily moment to answer, how much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want a sense when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to create. The design must be formulated from a consciousness of shared abundance. With this in mind, the last step is to sustain prosperous consciousness. Igniting abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in sustaining it. Maintaining requires constant focus, sustaining the internal state that calls it. This state is made of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle was to open each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance coming. When you express gratitude in advance, you give a universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, blocking envy from polluting your vibration. It's worth noting that abundant sharing was essential. It was about contributing to causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like sowing in fertile ground. What you give flows back multiplied. The important thing is to feel that you engage with the universal flow. What you retain out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to guard your mind. Stay away from environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the magnet of your experience. Florence ended with a powerful reminder. You are not a victim of economic circumstances. You are the creator of your financial reality. Money is your partner and friend. Now reaffirm your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity increases perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and maintain the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words connected, write in the comments, I decree, to seal your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to remember they are the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell, because I will share more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who hesitate, but to those who command.